me now. Hi, baby. Hang on, I'm gonna connect you with Act. Hold on. Okay, you're on.
Luce.
What's up with Act?
What's good with you, man? I see you still, making plays in there, man, doing your thing, huh?
Yeah, still. Still doing my thing. How everything going with you?
Everything's good, man. I want to say I appreciate you for connecting that up. That was huge. I think that might be the first live, conversation that we had with Smirk. So that was kind of dope. So I appreciate you for connecting that up, though.
Shout out to Luce Cannon for paying, not Luce Cannon, to Academics for paying everybody who he had to pay to facilitate what he needed, man. Big shout out to Academics again. From a media standpoint, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Good move, Act.
No, of course. Anything that I could do, I can always help. You always support me. I appreciate everything that you've been doing for me. You know what I'm saying? You always, stick up for me.
Yeah.
And if I run,
You always look out and help out and stick up for me and stuff.
this content.
Yeah, no, of course. Hey, so I know you like very much in tune, and I was actually just speaking to your wife about this. Like, I asked Dirk the same thing, but I want to ask you, what's your day to day? And I want to know what happened with the Bricc situation. What happened there? Because I'm hearing
That nigga Academics happy as hell. Boy, finna go viral. That's right, Academics. I ain't mad at you. Go viral, Academics. Go viral. I ain't mad at you. Get your chili, bro.
Yeah.
I heard a story can't be true. I heard he asked you for a fade, you turned it down, and I'm like, that's not loose. That's AI.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just the most goofiest shit in the world. So basically, he was messing with a trainee, and when he was messing with a trainee, I told Bricc that ain't good. Bricc was.
Wait.
You know me.
Whoa. He was messing with.
And I can put everybody on the phone right now on Neighborhood Crib. He was messing with a trainee. I went big on him.
Wait. In jail?
Hey, C-Cat.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, Jeff, you could call C-Cat. Yeah. He was messing with a trainee, and then I went big on Cuz, and then I told Cuz
He's going to continue to push his narrative of Bricc messing with a tranny, and this is going to get barred Achilles, for sure.
said, listen, bro, that ain't the hood, or where I start yelling at him and screaming at him as I'm going to beat your ass.
Wait, so you call it messing with a transgender individual?
Listen. Hey, T-Cat, there's Academics on the phone, right? Was Bricc baby fucking with the trainee downstairs?
Hello?
Yo, what up, man?
What up, homie? Hey, man, look, bro, dude is strange, bro. You know what I mean? And I ain't here, but he's strange. He was asking me for grease when he could have had a gang of homies up down there. You know what I'm saying? So, that'll tell you right there. You feel me?
Wait.
So Bricc.
What did he say?
You know what I mean? I ain't here, but he's strange. He was asking me for grease when he could have had a gang of homies up down there. You know what I'm saying? So, that'll tell you right there. You feel me?
So Bricc.
Oh, they saying because like in the penitentiary, when you got a gang of homies in there that you can ask for some hair grease, Bricc baby decided to ask the tranny for. But here goes the thing too, though. Now, if Bricc baby is in a space where there are transgenders, that would mean that Bricc baby is in a protective custody situation. If Luce Cannon was Bricc baby's cellmate, that would mean that Luce Cannon was also in said protective custody situation. Because for safety reasons, they're not going to put a transgender in general population where something can happen like a grape. So, if even in the LA County Jail, if you are of a certain sexual preference, they segregate you, and then you are dealing with somebody who's transitioning from male to female, and they have some lady parts, maybe at the top, that person would not be in population. That person would be in segregation, i.e. PC, i.e. 50-50 yard, S&Y special needs. Because when they have those type of procedures, they are in fact special needs. You know, because, for obvious reasons. If Luce Cannon was Bricc baby's cellmate, that would mean that Luce Cannon was also in the same spot that Bricc baby was in. And y'all was both in a special needs facility. So, I'm trying to figure out, is it a lie? Or are you niggas all PC'd the fuck up? Because only one of those two things could be true. Either this could be a lie, or you niggas is PC'd up. Because it ain't no way, especially in a federal penitentiary, that you're gonna have a full-blown transgender on the main line. That's for so many reasons, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen that the feds don't want. So, hey, Reg, you know.
Messing with the community like that. Whoa.
I mean, he should have asked one of the homies for some grease. It's a gang.
Now, the dude is not saying that Bricc Baby messed with a transgender. He's saying that it was a gang of their homies on there that Bricc Baby could have asked for some hair grease, but instead of asking one of their homies for some hair grease, i.e. one of the Crips, i.e. one of his constituents, he asked the homosexual for some hair grease. Now, in jail, a little bit of hair grease obviously goes a long way because here we are having conversations about homosexuality based off hair grease. But I say all that to say this. It doesn't change the fact that if Bricc Baby was in a space where there are active trannies, Luce Cannon would be in that same space. The only space that has active transgenders or homosexuals in any type of federal penitentiary or county jail or state penitentiary would be a special needs SNY yard.
Hanging niggas down there that had grease, he go ask the tranny, my nigga. I don't know what that all about.
We ain't asked us how to take a drink for that one. We had to take a drink. Oh, God.
I'm like, damn, nigga, like, if you're trying to give you Google eyes, go check that nigga.
Wait, hold on.
And the fact that she drinks wine with ice is crazy. Like, I know we supposed to be paying attention to Bricc Baby and academics, but we are not finna ignore the fact that Sharice Mills puts ice in wine. Like, what the hell, girl? Why you don't... First of all, you ain't got a freezer? What? And then, boom, the first story was about some paperwork, and now it's about a tranny. First, you were saying that Bricc Baby had bad paperwork, and he was snitching. That's why he said that he didn't want to keep talking to the police and all that. Now it's about a tranny. I don't know, bro. The lies just keep lying. The lies just keep lying.
You know?
Wait, so
Roscoe, what's the deal?
what's grease? Like, what does that mean?
Hair grease, nigga. Murray's. Grease, nigga. You know what hair grease is?
Like some hair grease. You know, you nigga got dreads, right?
Oh, okay.
I got dreads, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna go ask no tranny for no grease. I'm gonna wait till I buy my own shit. You know what I'm saying? But he went to ask the tranny for some grease. Then when he had a meeting and told another nigga we don't get out like that, the nigga said, man, the punk give me Google eyes. So I'm like, nigga, go check the nigga. But he didn't go check the nigga, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Now, what they say that Bricc might have got turned out, like when he was free by Adam 22.
No, he didn't.
Nigga. This narrative is sick. DJ Academics is nobody's friend.
He told me he was like, Adam introduced him to that, so it's no problem. So I'm like, cuz on 6-0, like, bro, you in jail. Like, cuz this is weird.
Oh man. So wait, so after that conversation, did he ask you for a squabble?
Yeah, no, he told the police and they wrote me up out of that unit.
What do you mean? He told the COs? Bricc?
Yeah, he told the COs and got me up out of there. Me and my celly. And then there's like 5 other cribs.
Damn. Okay, so that didn't happen because that's what we heard. Supposedly he was mad that you claim his paperwork wasn't right or something.
No, it wasn't no claim. I'm the one that cleared up his paperwork with the child abuse shit.
Oh, so they were looking at it. Oh, okay. So then they move you into this new unit, and I guess this new unit has like people who are high profile because if you have Smirk around,
from a federal prison.
You said what?
if Smirk is around, like this got to be like the high profile level, right?
Yeah. It's the high profile level. So it's like where all the
No, that's not how the Fed works. Oh, he's not. You niggas are in the feds, bro. That means that all y'all high profile. So if Lil Durk is high profile, then what the hell is Big U? If Lil Durk is walking a regular GP mainline in the federal penitentiary that any other person within the feds on some regular federal penitentiary issues walking, it ain't no, oh, he high powered. Nigga, y'all all are already the top of the top. That's why y'all in the feds. So if Lil Durk is in high power, then what the hell is Big U in? They got Big U under the jail then, huh?
you know, where the actives at, where everybody that's active at.
But
So
wait, hold on. So you saying where it's active at? Meanwhile, we just heard Lil Durk on the phone saying, "Nah, I'll just be sitting here minding my business. I play a little basketball, but I don't even talk to nobody. I just be kicking it. I don't bother nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. We chilling over here. We ain't doing too much." Right.
he can't come on this floor.
Now, I gotta ask you.
He's a sweet.
Now I gotta ask you because they're gonna say it online. They're gonna say they moved you to the PC floor. That's why you on the floor with Dirk.
What?
Because Dirk,
Okay.
they're saying Dirk is in involuntary, protective custody because of his stature.
Let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Are you knowledgeable about the federal penitentiary?
Yeah, I can give you general info about the federal penitentiary system, like how it operates, the differences from state prisons.
So my question would be, would a rapper like Lil Durk be involuntarily put in protective custody because of his status as a rapper while in the federal penitentiary?
Not necessarily. High-profile inmates like rappers aren't automatically placed in protective custody just because of their status. It depends on the specific threats they might face or pose. If there's a credible risk to their safety, they could be placed in protective custody or a special housing unit. But otherwise, they might be in general population like other inmates.
So would the rapper Lil Durk just be in regular general population with every other standard inmates in the federal penitentiary?
It's possible, but not guaranteed. Someone like Lil Durk could be placed in general population if there aren't any specific safety concerns. However, due to his high profile, the prison might assess potential risks and decide on a case-by-case basis. If there are concerns about his safety from other inmates or about maintaining order, they might opt for protective custody or a more secure unit. It really comes down to the prison's assessment of his situation.
Another question. If there were transgenders in the federal penitentiary system, would they be housed with regular inmates or would they be put in a special needs situation or a protective custody situation for their own safety?
Housing for transgender inmates in the federal penitentiary system is handled on a case-by-case basis. The Bureau of Prisons evaluates factors like the inmate's safety, their gender identity, and their housing preferences. In some cases, transgender inmates might be placed in facilities that align with their gender identity if it's deemed safe. Otherwise, they may be housed in a facility matching their assigned sex at birth, but with special considerations for their safety, arrangements if needed. The goal is to ensure the safety and well-being of the inmate while respecting their gender. You're welcome.
So based off that information, to put it simply, is it safe to say that transgender inmates are not housed with general population inmates due to safety?
In many cases, yes. Transgender inmates often aren't housed in general population if there are safety concerns. They might be placed in special housing or protective custody to ensure their well-being. However, the approach can vary depending on the facility, the individual's preferences, and the specific circumstances.
So if someone is housed in a space where there are transgenders, is it safe to say that that person is also in protective custody?
Not necessarily. Being housed in a space with transgender inmates doesn't automatically mean it's protective custody. There are specialized units or wings designed to house transgender inmates that aren't the same as protective custody. These units are meant to provide a safer environment while still allowing for a level of normal interaction and activities. Protective custody is typically a separate designation for inmates at high.
So it may not be protective custody, but it is not the same as general population, if I understand correctly. It's more like a special needs yard or a form of segregation for safety, not necessarily protective custody.
Exactly, you got it. It's more like a specialized housing unit or a dedicated yard that addresses the specific needs and safety of certain.
So it's a fucking SNY yard, bro. That's protective custody. Niggas can say what the fuck they want to say. That 50-50 shit. Nigga, that's an SNY yard. What's up, babe? It's an SNY yard, bro.
Even though I think...
Yeah, right. And feds don't have PC.
Oh, okay.
So is it safe to say that, okay, and like you just said, feds don't got PC. So he just said the feds don't got PC, even though they do. We just heard that they do. But it's a special needs yard. So if you was over there with a transgender, you was SNY'd up, nigga. So if you was over there with Bricc and a transgender, your ass was SNY'd up. Period, point blank. That's a fact of the situation.
Okay.
On here. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different. No, we just in here with all gang members. I could have 30 gang members right now and tell you where they from. That's active in here. Fat Stone, where you from? You from Blackstone. Where you from, CJ? 6-7. You right there. Hello?
What up? What up, man?
What's going on, gang? What's the big old deal?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How everything with you?
That's right. Y'all all go on a federal phone on the internet and tell about your gang and all that kind of shit and continue to want to stay in jail. Talking on the phone to the nigga that's in there for talking too much on the phone is crazy. You niggas don't want to go home. You niggas like jail.
Dude.
Yeah, we right here chilling, you know, right here chilling, trying to get back to the house as everybody. But you know, we right here all active members.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. Keep holding it down, man. Keep doing your thing, brothers.
She's so proud
Yeah,
of him.
hold on.
Right. Hey, bro, she's so proud of him. Look at her face. She's so proud. That's my nigga. That's my man. I hope my girlfriend would leave me if I did some stupid shit like that. Like, I hope that she not only do I hope that she would leave me, I hope she would call my mom and say, come get these fucking kids, because he's stupid.
Proactive member, 678 Book crib, baby and bang though. Yeah, nigga ain't up here with no PCers though. On the dead homie stun sound, everything that's coming his way, that's bad.
So I'm going to say Bricc Baby was never with a transgender. I'm going to say that these niggas was all on the main line, and Luce Cannon is saying whatever he has to say to make a good story, because it's not looking like that happened at all. At all.
On the set though, free us, free the real.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, real active. Yeah, what's happening? It's NBA 3, real active from LA. A-Trey Gangsta Crip.
Oh, shit.
Ain't no PC shit.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we the young niggas out. Yeah, we the young niggas out the A-Trey Gangsters and dogs. NBA 3.
Word.
Whoa! So a nigga just hit the NBA shit right in front of Luce Cannon, and Luce Cannon banged 6 up. So a nigga just hit Reg Dog. Reg Dog, you heard that? A nigga just hit the NBA shit right in front of Luce Cannon, and Luce Cannon from Neighborhood 60 Crip. Wild. 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 If you know, you know. If you don't even worry about it. Luce Cannon just got marked out. Luce Cannon just got marked the fuck out. That nigga just basically said, fuck your hood. Oh, Luce. And that nigga banged that shit proudly. Damn, Luce. Damn, Luce. You just got banged on. Mark out level 1,000.
Word, man. Yo, salute to y'all, man. Hold your head, man. We praying for y'all boys.
The nigga hit the NBA. The nigga hit the NBA shit right the fuck in front of that nigga. That's crazy.
Yo,
All right, good nigga.
Yo, Luce.
I'm gonna have to get grabbed, no knockout in the half. You know, keep our hands up out there. Real nigga coming home, and the notorious pussy seller, you know, the one dweller.
Oh, shit. Okay.
No, but listen, it's all gang members, all active in here.
Yo, Luce, has anybody try to test you? Anybody try to, like, test you, like, to see if you like that?
Yeah, of course, and this shit went all bad for me.
Okay.
And here, you know, I run all over
She's like, stop talking.
here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She smiling like he a real one when this nigga just got banged on in front of her. She's so proud of this nigga that just got marked out, and he's so slow, he don't even know that he just got banged on. He don't even know that nigga just said fuck his hood in front of him. Wild. Attention gang members. Your big homie's a smoker.
I'm the king of LA.
Okay, all right.
You the king of LA, okay.
So ain't nobody little boying you up in there. Ain't nobody pressing you.
No, hell no. Ain't nobody gonna never do that. If somebody think they gonna do that, it's gonna be all bad for them.
Oh shit. Okay, all right.
Honey, you're on live.
Yeah, your wife.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Your wife just want to remind you.
Hey, definitely.
Yo, Luce, what's the current status of, like, are you and Wack cool, or, like, what's your relationship right now?
Yeah, we cool. I just don't know what Wack is doing out there. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like Cuz supposed to be my man, and you know nobody would be running content if I was out on the streets.
Yeah,
that's a given when it comes down to everybody that's speaking. Everybody will be on their best behavior.
Yeah. So do you think you think he's running content on you or something?
No, I'm just saying like everybody that's doing it. You get what I'm saying?
So he should check them niggas' feet, right?
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, Wack know what's going on. But you know, Wack, he gotta you know what he's doing. But you know, that's my guy, so I don't want to speak indirect or anything like that. But you know, I love him to death. So at the end of
the fact that you said you love him to death, and this nigga's online talking about your wife dirty bathwater is crazy. So you love Wack to death. Meanwhile, Wack is making videos about Sharice Mills having dirty bathwater. That's a real thing. You love him to death, but that nigga's making videos as recently of today about your wife dirty bathwater. And here you are today loving him. All right.
today, it's like, we'll figure it out when I get out.
Yeah. No, I get you. When's the next time you're going to court? Like Sharice was telling me that you guys are trying to get a bail hearing. The people need you out here. They need to hear you, you know what I mean? Like, just be on your sweetie type of vibes. You feel what I'm saying? They need you back out.
Yeah, sweetie. We need sweetie all in the chat.
Now, everybody stand on sweetie in the chat. One time for my man, Luce, man. Everybody. Hey, by the way, Tory Lanez is in federal. Tory Lanez is in, and he's in prison. I can't believe.
Yeah, but I left. I left Young Boy in Casanova and Pahrump like a month ago.
Oh, you were in there with Young Boy and Casanova?
No, that's a lie because NBA Young Boy hadn't been in that jail since 2021.
Yup, I just left him.
Really? Yeah, your Young Boy is now free. Casanova, I guess he's still in the he's still locked up. Oh wow. I mean, how different is it? And like, you know what I mean? You don't seem like you're in you're depressed and like that. How different is it from like being like
he got cut off. The 10 minutes has ended.
Okay.
So we have to wait for if he may call back. I wasn't paying attention. I would have given you guys the 1 minute mark. My bad.
Yeah.
Man, this is crazy.
Yeah, now what I will say is this. He was never in there at the same time as NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy was in there in 2021. So, yeah, there's that. We're going to keep going in the chat with this, but y'all know the deal is red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We go.